So, I think like many of us, it all started with a dream. Wow. The joke lang. I started showbiz not because I wanted it growing up. Actually, nagsimula lang to kasi si Papa, fun fact, nag-audition siya for PBB Season 2. Kasi best friend niya si Miss Nene, which was the winner of Season 1. And from then, he couldn't continue his dreams of auditioning because my lolo, his father, was sick at the time. So he chose to prioritize, of course, our lolo. So parang hindi niya natuloy yun. So to the point that that dream of being a housemate was still up in the air somehow sa family namin. So sabi niya sa akin, one time, this was 2020, during the pandemic, August, there was an audition online for PBB Connect. Connect. And then, from then, sabi niya, Toy, try mo, audition ka. Ginawa ko to ng bata ko, trip lang. So, I made an audition clip lang in my room. Sabi ko, I submitted it with no hopes. I just did it for fun. And then the following night, may nag-text na, oh, you made it past, blah, blah, blah. So, I made progress, and then, hindi natuloy. So, that was my first time. And then, kala ko, okay, my PBB dreams are gone. So, let's move forward. But the tasks that Kuya gave me that time was live streaming. So kahapon doon sa description ko, live streamer, because I started solely on live streaming. Why? Because it was my way to connect with the Filipino people. And at the time kasi, laking Canada ako and mga kaibigan ko were mostly Canadians or ibang lahi. So, nung nakakapag-Tagalog ako, nakausap ko sila kahit ang layo. Kahit 3 a.m. sa amin para lang peak hours dito, ginawa ko because nag-enjoy ako. That's the basics of it. I enjoyed it. To the point, I was in my grade 12 year of high school. I took an advanced course of college for architecture. And I told myself, look dude, like you have to decide. It's either architecture and you study or you try this out for a year. So I did architecture and I gave it my all. But for some reason, it's not what my heart wanted. Kumbaga, it's cliche but it wasn't my passion. So sabi ko, baka I really enjoy live streaming. And siguro, I question myself, bakit? Anong sa live streaming nagustuhan ko? Nagustuhan ko yung to entertain, to make people smile, pag halimbawa, they're having a bad day and you go on live, I just want to make them laugh, kahit corny jokes, whatever. Basta, yun yung goal ko always sa live streaming. And I continued it for a year. Sabi ko I told my parents, after high school, please let me go to the Philippines, gap year, to try it out on a bigger platform para mag-showbiz na ako. And so yung 1 year ko sa app na yun, training ground, hosting, singing kahit hindi ako kumakanta, dancing ko ano man yan. It was my training para I get exposed, I get comfortable being outside of my comfort zone. That was my rule parang always be outside of your comfort zone to progress. And sabi ko, you know, if this doesn't work out, I learned a lot of many lessons na one, communication skills, mga life lessons, kumbaga, if it's really not for you, it's not for you. To the point na umuwi ako Pilipinas, and at the time, it was pandemic, November 2021, so sabi ko, I was discovered by my manager, Cornerstone, and sabi ko sa kanila, gusto ko po mag-PBB. So there was another audition, and sabi ko, okay, I'll audition ulit. This was for PBB Teens. So I went, there was also progress. Hindi na naman natutuloy kasi I met Sparkle at the time, and at the time, I was chosen to be a part of Sparkada. That was my group sa Sparkle, that was my batch, Mr. M's batch, and that's when parang reality hit me na this is it. I really have a chance of trying it out dito sa showbiz. And my dreams were slowly becoming true kasi yung biggest prayer ko nun was just PBB at the time. But ito nga, acting na. So sabi ko, okay, let's give it a try. So I went to 6 weeks of hard workshops, almost 4 days a week nun sa Sparkle. And then we were launched April 17. So this upcoming April is my 3rd year in the industry. And from then, doon ko nasimula na hindi na to joke, hindi na to for fun lang, hindi to for the fame, for the clout even. Hindi, it's a serious craft that I have to hone. And then I was given a project, loved it, or the first project, and it was an eye-opener for me because previous to this, ang acting experience ko lang was a school play. Tapos yung role ko sa school play, Robin Hood siya. Ako yung arrow, tatakbo ako sa stage. So wala akong lines, wala akong anything. And sabi ko, nag-enjoy pala ako sa acting, it's something I want to do. Pero alam ko, ang layo pa. Ang dami ko pang, first step into this world. So sabi ko, okay. And then, for a long period of time, I had to wait, wala akong projects. And that's when I was struggling. And that's when reality hit me that I'm independent na. I moved to the Philippines at 18. My dad, hinatid niya ako dito, pero lumaki na ako with my tita. Although, at home, it's just my cousins and I. So, I grew up in a family, fortunately, that we were fortunate enough to have food on the table. We're comfortable naman. And I was close to them. I was close to my parents. There's always times na every time we all had our own lives. I worked before, my sister worked, my mom worked, my dad. And, life there, it was comfortable for us, but it was hard. Pero lagi kaming, is family. So, lagi kaming kakain together. And siguro dito sa Pilipinas, doon ko na-experience na mag-isa. So, I would go home to myself eating. And then, I couldn't share stories with anybody. And I couldn't tell anything about my day. And I wasn't used to that. Kasi 18 years of my life was with my family. And siguro, ang hirap din sa akin kasi it wasn't like I'm from here, I was based here. No way. Lumipit ako dito from scratch. And wala akong friends. It's something, I really wished I had. Because when I had Sparkada, I always see stuff like that as a family. Swerte yan, may ganyan. Kasi there's times na I really wanted this dream but as laking sacrifice was my family and my life in Canada. But sabi ko, one day this will be all worth it. And to the point na, the issues pa sa Sparkada, the friendships that I thought I had weren't real. Everything hit me at that year na, dude, mag-isa ka lang. Kayanin mo to kasi kung hindi, sayang lahat to. So sabi ko, dasal lang talaga ako nun. Financially, ako hirap na hirap. But I didn't want to, ayoko humingi ng tulong sa parents ko. Gusto ko, desisyon ko to gawin ko to. So that 1 year, mag-workshop ako. Sabi ko, gagalingan ko pa. Linagay ko lahat ng energy ko sa workshop. Dasal, tamang dasal talaga. Sabi ko, Lord, wala na akong choice. I don't have anything else. To the point na, luckily, I was able to prove to the network naman that I deserved the show. And they gave me a break with one of my biggest shows. And I was so grateful for that. And ayun, siguro yung dream ko, although I saw it as gusto ko makilala as an actor, as an artista, at the end of the day, it goes to family. And there was also a time din na I was able to be part of a noontime with Mav. Sorry guys, I'm very family-oriented, so when may nabubuong ganong circle, I really cherish that. Kasi nga, yung buhay ko, hindi ko masyado with my family, so yun, I really appreciated that din sa taong pinakamasaya. And then after, I just kept really working hard, and I got my recent show that I'm really thankful for. But when the balita, yung news na merong PBB this season, it's a collab with the ABS and GMA, I really said yes to it because it was my biggest prayer when I started na, Lord, please, pumasok ko akong PBB. Pinagdasal kayo at 5 a.m. I went to church before going to school. I really prayed for this. Sabi ko, if this is for me, this is for me. If not, it's not. But in your will, I'll do it. And my biggest prayer became my biggest heartbreak 3 times. And then sabi ko, even to the bosses, grabe, full circle moment for me because finally I'm here. Kaya, yesterday when I saw the everything, hindi mo pakali, super kulit ko. And whatever. It was overwhelming. Tapos, honestly, I was telling all the other housemates kanina, what we have is truly something special because it's rare na first day pa lang nagja-jive na tayo. And again, I don't know how long I'll be here. I don't know how long this will last. But I'm already thankful kasi to you, all of you guys are my family. And thank you. Thank you for already a good time. And praying lang na mas matagal pang samahan natin.
It's also hard on me dahil he's like a younger brother to me, pero no bias to any of you guys. So, I don't really have a question. But, siguro bilang, Kuya. Di ako nag-aagaw eksena dito, guys. The one thing I'm really shocked about, sinabi ko din sa confession room, yung isang tanong ko lang, cause bilang Kapuso with Michael and also being his Kuya here, You know, so I know, I see it, yung struggle niya. Pero I'm happy he gets blessed with work, you know. So, when I saw that happening to him, of course, naging happy ako sa kanya, pero him accepting this, dun ako nagulat. Yung tanong ko, I mean, I guess nasabi mo, but you know, ilan tries ka, you failed one, but at the beginning sinabi mo it was your father's dream. Second time around, bored ka sa kwarto mo during the pandemic. Third time around, you came here to chase a dream, and this is the fourth time around. My question is, bakit pa? Like, why? Why still give this a chance? What are you here for?
You know, before I answer that, Mav, I want to say thank you din to you kasi
Don't say that.
Guys.
It's gonna...
his family is like the closest to my heart. I mean, the twins, si Mavi and Tito Ziorin and Tita Mina, grabe, they treat me like family, which, you know, as a boy here, kasi mama's boy ako, sinirap na talaga mag-isa, but they're looking out eh. And it takes a lot to trust someone, to even take on someone under swing. So thank you, man. Your family, I haven't even got to say it, but thank you guys. I appreciate that.
Okay, the question.
To answer, siguro, napadpad tayo dito dahil may dahilan. Alam ko yung hearing your stories, ang gaganda. Lahat tayo may struggles, lahat tayo may challenges. And I think the beauty of it is that we're gonna learn from one another. No matter how long we stay here, short or long, may matutunan tayo sa isa. And ako, why I accepted this, guys, we're making history. And to be offered something like this is a blessing. And I don't want to turn down any blessing that's given to me. I just want to be grateful for it. And we should always be grateful for our blessings. Because you don't know how long we'll be on this earth, right? So, you know, just cherish every moment. They always told me before entering, cherish. Ngayon pa lang, sepangs na ako pag na-evict na ako, guys. So, let's make this a special season and just spread love. Positivity, that's what we need.